Rude Cosmetics, does this affordable makeup brand deliver on the quality, or are they just good for the price and not so good in general? As you know, Rude Cosmetics makes a whole wide range of products. By the way, if you have tried anything from Rude Cosmetics, please comment below what it was and how did you like it. And today we are going to be reviewing a lot of them. That's a pretty big brand. It's indie makeup and vegan makeup, and they make like a whole range: foundations, eyeshadow palettes, eyeliners, eye pencils, lip glosses, lipsticks, everything. And today we are going to be reviewing, let me see, eyeshadow palettes, felt tip eyeliners, glitter eyeliners, eye pencils, blushes, and lip glosses, and highlighter, kind of. I will explain. To my sadness, I have never tried the lipsticks yet. As a lip artist, that breaks my heart. I have tried the lip glosses though. Rude Cosmetics, if you're watching this and if by any chance you're thinking, maybe we should send a PR of lipsticks to someone, look at this face. But that's beyond the point. Let's talk about the products that I have tested today. Are they worth your attention? Are they worth buying? Are they really good? As you know, I have won a giveaway from Rude Cosmetics last year, and I have been testing the products ever since and wearing them every now and then. And let's start with eyeshadow, because I feel like everybody's always interested in eyeshadow, right? I'm wearing this Roaring 20s Excessive palette. By the way, I'm wearing a maximal amount of Rude Cosmetics products on my face today so that I can show them to you better. And I wasn't honestly expecting much of this palette. Like, I was happy I got it, of course. As for myself, of course, I would have chosen something way more colorful, but I was determined to test the quality because usually the cheaper brands, anything below high-end, sadly, rarely lasts on my oily eyelids. So I was not really expecting that to last. Here are the eyeshadow colors, and it looks kind of very neutral here, but actually you do have some colorful eyeshadows, and this one is super interesting. It even has some hollow particles in it. The shimmers in this palette are honestly really beautiful. I feel like the mattes are more neutral and less remarkable in this palette, but the shimmers are really interesting. Even these browns look interesting because they do have some hollow particles. Anyway, I was not expecting much from the lasting power. I was expecting maybe at maximum a few hours, but I have worn these eyeshadows quite a few times for an extended period of the day, for the whole day basically, and they lasted. And not just the mattes, but also the shimmers. The shimmers in all the palettes are usually more buttery, and if you have lasting problems, the mattes are usually a safer way to go, although the mattes don't always last either. But here also the shimmers and the sparkles, they stay put. But of course the lasting power is not the only thing you want to know about the eyeshadow, right? So how pigmented are they? I would say 4 out of 5. You know, it's not perfect. It's not the best pigmentation I've ever seen. However, it's pretty good pigmentation and it's buildable. You can definitely build the mattes and the shimmers to look like they do in the pan. It just might not be from the first swipe, at least not for all the shadows. So Rude Cosmetics actually make good eyeshadows. They're not just good for the price. Had it been a higher price, I would have also told you that this is a good palette. So if you want something affordable, definitely take a look into Rude Cosmetics. They also have colorful and rainbow palettes, as I have mentioned. And just before you do, please know that I have a code, THEMIRRORBEAUTY. And before you think, oh, okay, this video is another influencer cash grab, you're just making this to promote your code. No, guys, I'm not. I am getting money if you use my code, yes. However, I'm not making the video because of that. I actually won the Rude Cosmetics giveaway. I have tried the products, and only then, after I have liked them, I reached out to Rude Cosmetics and asked to give me an affiliate code. Moreover, I'll tell you what, I currently have an affiliate code with a brand that I'm not telling you about. I'm not posting this code anywhere. You will not find it absolutely anywhere. Only I know about it because I haven't tested the products from this brand. They offered me to become their affiliate, and I agreed, you know, like in case I test their products later and like them, then I will already have the affiliate link, but currently I'm not posting it anywhere. It was also the case with Kyma Cosmetics. I haven't posted their affiliate code for a year before I had a chance to try the products. So rest assured that if I'm sharing an affiliate code, that means I like the brand. So all the affiliate codes that you find in my description box are those that I have tested. And another thing, that this THEMIRRORBEAUTY code does not work on the European Union website, so it works on rudecosmetics.com. But if you're ordering from rudecosmetics.eu, unfortunately the code won't work, but you can still take a look at the products. And as for the USA website, this palette will only be worth $18.22, for example, if you use my code. Let's move on. The felt tip eyeliners, they're called Police Eyeliner Up, and I have them in black, white, and brown. I also have a brown in the giveaway box, but I'm not really using the brown, so I have not opened it yet. These felt tip eyeliners actually surprised me with, once again, how they last. It seems like Rude Cosmetics is really putting effort in how their eye products last, and they do it really well, because the felt tip eyeliners that I have tried before, even from more expensive brands like MAC, they just didn't last on me. They were just like erasing and fading from my eyelid, but these don't. I sincerely love them, and I just wish they had more colors. Root Cosmetics, please hear me out. Please make those Police Eyeliner Up liners in blue, purple, pink. Oh my god, I would love them. They also have a very good applicator, which is quite thin and which is really convenient to paint. So I outlined my eyeliner today with the black eyeliner. I also applied it here, and as for the white, I'm wearing it right here. So my only problem with these is not enough colors. We also have the City of Flashing Lights eye pencils. I bought these with my own money a while ago, and that is what made me follow Root Cosmetics on social media and participate in their giveaways, because I loved these. I love these. Once again, I'm wearing them on my eyelid, and they have a very thin tip. They're thinner than your regular eye pencils. The downside that I see that they don't have a sharpener here. However, they are so thin that I actually drew a wing with them today before outlining it with black without using an additional sharpener. So probably it's not that needed here as it usually is with eye pencils. However, I would still add it. What I love about these, except for the fact that they last and that they're pigmented, that they have a tone of colors, including colors that you can rarely find in eyeliners like pink, yellow. Definitely look into those if you love using eye pencils like I do. I use eye pencils every day, like every day that I wear makeup, and I love doing ombre eyeliners. These are great for the purpose. These are my love. City of Flashing Lights eye pencils. Mwah, chef's kiss. Okay, the blushes. We're not done with eyeliners yet, by the way. I have something else to tell you. The blushes, I have just used these two colors out of the giveaway box that I got because I felt like the other ones were too dark for me. And this is Creamsicle and Cake Pop, an orange and a pink blush. I absolutely love these. They are very pigmented. They are cream blushes, so these are not powder blushes. Keep that in mind. If you don't like cream blushes, you are unlikely to love those. You can, however, use an eyeshadow from the palette as a blush if you want. I do that often, by the way. Anyway, I have used them quite a bunch of times. They are pigmented. I can easily blend them with my fingers. I usually just apply them with my finger. I obviously applied a tone of blush today, and that was Cake Pop, but you don't have to apply that much. However, be careful. It's really pigmented. And I have also used these two, both of these blushes, as a sunset blush trend. And I cannot say a bad thing about these. I can just say that I'm usually not a big blush user, so I don't have that many blushes to compare with, but these are just good, from somebody who is not super experienced in blushes, but quite experienced in makeup. I like these. I also promised to tell you about the highlighters, so I don't have any specific highlighter from Root Cosmetics, but I use this eyeshadow palette as a highlighter all the time, and yes, I'm also wearing it as a highlighter today. This shade right here that I applied on top of the blush is Jalopy, which looks very plain in the palette, just like a white shimmery eyeshadow, but it's actually like a true highlighter, so it's kind of silverish and it has some small hollow particles. I'm also wearing the Jalopy eyeshadow as a lip topper on top of Gavacy Beauty Miss Me lipstick. Okay, we're almost getting to the star of the show, but before that, let me just quickly tell you about the glosses. I won 8 of the glosses I have been wearing for. They're just good glosses. Like, I don't know what is there that can be super special about a lip gloss, except for the fact that it can be a hollow lip gloss. These are not like that. They're just usual lip glosses. Some of them have sparkle, some don't. They are not tacky. They don't feel sticky. They feel really good. And what I love using them for, well, sometimes I use a clear gloss to put it on top of a lip art and ruin it, because some people ask me to in the shorts quite often. As with the rest of the glosses, I usually wear them on those, almost no makeup days when I'm in a rush, or I'm going somewhere like to a pool where I would immediately take my makeup off, so it doesn't really make sense to apply makeup, but I do apply a lip gloss because my lips tend to get dry, so in order to just protect them from the wind, from the cold, etc., I apply a lip gloss, then I take it off. It's hydrating, it feels good, it is not tacky, like, it's just a normal, nice lip gloss. There is nothing super special about it. It's just nice. And now the glitter eyeliners. Oh my god. I have 8 of those and I could not be happier about it. First of all, how often do you see a brand make such a wide range of glitter eyeliner colors? I'm wearing 2 of them today, by the way. The Prism on the graphic eyeliner, this iridescent one, and the jewelry one in the middle of these like fireworks slash flowers. And these are so sparkly. They also have hollow particles in them. They are sparkling like crazy. I think these are truly the star of the show, and this is the best product that I have tried from Root Cosmetics. That's why I saved it for the last. Here you can see how sparkly and iridescent, for example, this Prism eyeliner is, or the Pink Divine one. The only thing I would change, like I would make this brush a little thinner. It does have a thin point though, it goes thin towards the end, so you can get a thin application, but I feel like an even thinner brush would make it easier to be precise. But that's if I'm being really picky, to be honest. So these glitter eyeliners I highly recommend to everyone who loves a good sparkle. And don't forget that the code THEMIRRORBEAUTY works on them too, and on absolutely everything on rootcosmetics.com. If you want to see other honest reviews, both positive and negative ones, you are welcome to check out this playlist, and I'll meet you there. Bye!